festive piece for us that we're going to hear him now play this duet. Tell us what the name of it is. Larry, what is the name?
The piece we are going to play, and by the way, Tabby neglected to mention that we are the Monte Vista Brass. So I challenge you to get your horn players together and get your group together. One of the great heroes of any young trumpet player of my vintage and Charlie's growing up was known as the world's greatest trumpet player. Now, I've since learned that there are many wonderful world's greatest trumpet players, but this one was special. His name was Rafael Mendez, and he played in the studios in Hollywood. He came from Mexico. He used to play in the bullfights, but toward the end of his life, along with his twin sons, who, as I understand it, are both practicing physicians in the San Gabriel Valley somewhere, his family and Raphael would play and record these wonderful, often Latin-flavored pieces. This one is a folk song from the state of Chiapas, and it's the famous clapping song, Chapanecas. If you can figure out where to clap, you're welcome to do it.
Well, the first thing I want to do is to say thank you to all of you for coming to hear our music and share this wonderful time with us. We've had a lot of fun preparing this music, and we're hoping and that you will have a lot of fun in hearing what we've been practicing. And there are several people I'd like to thank. I want to thank Larry for being here. I want to thank Nelson for doing the programs. I want to thank the O'Neills for being our narrators. And I want to thank John Brunn. Is there anybody else I should thank? I want to thank everybody. And so let's just all have a round of applause. We have a beautiful program to present. It's kind of unusual for us because some of the carols are seldom heard. One of them is a real old English carol, and then there's another one that sounds like maybe the shepherds might have been dancing, waiting for the Messiah to come. And then there's a little bit of Messiah in it, so you're going to have a lot of fun. Now we're going to, when I turn around and say, please sing with us, please sing. The words are in your bulletin. And you'll see there's an asterisk there. So on the very first part of this cantate, you will sing the second verse. And I will turn around and invite you. So, all right, we're already going.
Listen to Christmas. Can you hear it? We can hear it in God's voice, the sounds of creation, of prophets foretelling Christ's birth, noisy travelers on their way to Bethlehem for a census, angels announcing the coming of the Messiah, saying, "Do not be afraid," the footsteps of shepherds hurrying to the manger, the caravan of the wise men.
Come, join the voices of Christmas. But before we speak to proclaim God's unspeakable gift, let's listen.
Once upon a time, Once upon a Christmas, right now, in fact, we go back to the beginning of things. And where is that? We come to a manger, an unlikely place, a manger, a rickety shed, or perhaps a dank cave. But whatever it was like, Jesus was born in a spot so undignified as to be almost ludicrous, except that it shines with magnificence because the Father has chosen it for his Son's nursery.
There we stop, we look, and above all things, we listen. We seek a sacred silence in which we hear the secrets of this special place and this momentous occasion. We seek the message of the manger. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Come and worship the newborn King.
Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis
They had been released from exile 4 centuries earlier. They had seemingly sprung from the frying pan only to land in the fire. For now, they were occupied by pagan Roman forces. They lived in a dark world with little hope.
Their one hope was that Messiah would come. Isaiah had predicted that a royal ruler would appear. He had written, "For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder."
Yet even as the godly yearned and despaired, God was soon to fulfill his promise. He had a glorious surprise for the world, one that they might have guessed if they had listened from the heart to those poetic visions.
We weigh our doubts against the certainty that God always keeps his promises.
Yet, in those days, her condition, once it was noticeable, would not be cause for celebration. It immediately threatened her engagement to Joseph, a man she dearly loved. But Mary seemed to react only on a spiritual level.
God had a plan. God was setting things into motion. Mary threw herself into God's arms and divine providence.
The birth of Jesus came about swathed in mystery, hidden and unexplained. But Mary sang from her soul a song of joy and celebration in the face of this divine mystery.